In order for a church to really fulfill its full mission to serve the community, it has to do with all aspects of human existence and life. And health is one of the most important things that are part of our believing community. And in this particular case, we've had a chance to work in this research project with respect to what our congregation knows about cancer. And we just think it's so important that our voices are heard in this conversation. Bryant Temple A.M.E. Church did participate in this. In fact, I think we had more respondents than any other church, regardless of size, and that's because of the enthusiasm that our congregation has, and probably a little to do with my own bias in terms of healthcare, knowing that for about 40 years I was a healthcare executive, and therefore that's part of my gift. One of the reasons why there was so much enthusiasm by our congregation is because both the pastor as well as the first lady are healthcare professionals. My wife is a retired nurse, and I, for more than 35 years, served as a healthcare executive. And so part of my gift, part of my knowledge has to do with healthcare, and I share that in my ministry, and our congregation has reflected that. Additionally, in our journey as a congregation, I have shared my own personal journey as a prostate cancer survivor. And so from the time my first diagnosis through my treatment, as well as my life after that, I've shared that with our congregation. We have a men's prostate cancer support group, as well as a cancer support group at our church. In addition to that, this last year, the church has also traveled the journey with me as my wife has gone through a liver transplant. So all of that has heightened the awareness of our congregation about the issues around healthcare. There was a book I read several years ago. It says, "Congratulations, you got cancer. Now start living." And I think that's part of our theme, our understanding that cancer is not a death sentence. It's just one of a number of different illnesses that we could have, but it's a matter then of addressing that issue, using both our lifestyle changes where necessary, as well as all of the marvelous inroads that have been made in medical treatment so that we can address the issue. Survivability is about attitude, it's about faith, as well as about medicine. And we got to bring all those things to the table.
You never gave up hope?
Oh, shoot, no. Matter of fact, it just put me on my knees, which is the best place to be, and then know that God has my back. You know, it's interesting in terms of my journey with cancer. You never know when it happened or why it happened. May not ever know. It doesn't matter. I just believe that because I've experienced it, I have a chance to share with other people so that they can understand that having the diagnosis doesn't mean your life is over. In fact, in many ways, your life is just beginning. Well, the segment of this conference that I'm participating in has to do with the lack of knowledge, our people perishing. There is a generation, and it's really the generation just before mine, that said, I don't want to know bad news because I don't want it to mess me up. And so there's a whole generation of men particularly who have avoided hearing what they consider bad news, and as a result, when they finally get a diagnosis, it's far too late to do any significant treatment. Part of what we're doing, and if you pass by our church, you would see it on our electronic billboard. Brothers, do you know what your number is? In which we're talking about the issue of PSAs. And we're talking to men very frankly, and talking to the church community very frankly about knowing what is going on with your body. That whole theological nonsense about I ain't gonna claim it is something that we have to just beat to the ground. It's not a matter of whether or not you claim it, it's whether or not you have it and then what you're gonna do with it.